All right, in our math lesson today, we're continuing to study money. Yesterday, we reviewed what are the coins, how much are they worth. Today, we're going to take that knowledge, continue practicing adding up coins, but today we're also going to add in dollar bills. Today, we get to add in bills. So we're going to begin today by looking at our success criteria. I'm looking and watching for students who are paying attention. You are in control of how you focus, and seeing a couple of friends who are touching other things that you don't need to be touching right now. We are focused on our success criteria. How are we going to practice money today?
Our learning target today is to find the value of any collection of coins and bills. Write amounts less than $1 using the cents symbol, and write larger amounts using the dollar symbol in the form of dollars and cents. Today we're going to focus on recognizing the value of a collection of coins and bills. We're also going to work on writing the amount using the proper symbol. Yesterday we learned all about how to record using a collection of coins. With an amount being less than $1, we would use the cent symbol. With an amount greater than $1, we use the dollar symbol. Today we're going to apply our knowledge of this vocabulary as we find the value of a collection of coins and bills.
Okay, awesome job.
Our learning target today is to find the value.
Sorry about that. Okay, so today we're talking about what if we don't just have coins, we also have bills. You need to be able to add up the total and write the total amount of money. All right, so next, today we're going to start with a vocabulary, and this vocabulary, I have to warn you, it will get stuck in your head. It will get stuck in your head. Yes, this is one of my favorite vocabularies. So let's watch it together. Let me get logged in here, please, boys and girls. Oh, sorry about that. I'll go through Clever. I love this vocabulary because it's all about money. It helps us learn the coins. It helps us learn the bills as well. And it will get stuck in your head. Thank you for being patient, boys and girls, as I get this pulled up. Here we go. All right, show that focused attention on our vocabulary. Here we go.
Pennies, nickels, and dimes, they're all mine. Listen, you know, I get paid. All of y'all better know I get paid.
Hey, are y'all ready? I like to say hi, my name is Penny. I'm the color copper, kind of red. But I don't let that get to my head. I'm only worth 1 cent, yeah, just one. But I make change and I get the job done. For all the scholars, if you wanted $1, gee, you would need 100 copies of me.
Up next on the mic, I'm a nickel. I'm worth 5 pennies. It's that simple. I'm colored silver, second biggest in size. 2 of me, that would be worth a dime. Yes, I'm a nickel, the coin worth 5 cents. Bet you didn't know I knew how to rhyme. You can flip me and get heads or tails. I still be a nickel. Can't you tell?
I've got money, money, money.
I got money.
I've got money, money, money.
Yeah, I got money.
It makes sense that I get paid. Dollars and cents just make me save. I've got money, money, money.
Yeah, I got money.
I've got money, money, money.
I got
It
money.
makes sense that I get paid. Dollars and cents just make me save.
Come on, pass the microphone, dude. I'm a dime, worth 10 cents, and I'm right on time. I'm the littlest coin, but worth more than a penny or a nickel. Yeah, for sure. I'm worth 10 pennies or 2 nickels. I got a new deal for you. It's simple. Take 10 of me, and you've got $1. Dimes make all the dudes holler, holler. You want the biggest coin people use on the daily? They call me quarter. My life's crazy. Worth 25 pennies. pennies, 25 cents. I'm large and strong. I don't get bent. $0.25, so it takes 4 of me to make $1. If you're at the store, take a look at me. If you dig a picture of George Washington wearing a wig.
I got money, money, money.
I got money.
Got money, money, money.
Yeah, I got
It
money.
makes sense that I get paid. Dollars and cents just make me save. I've got money, money, money.
Yeah, I got money.
Got money, money, money.
I got
It
money.
makes sense that I get paid. Dollars and cents just make me save.
Check me out, y'all. My name's Bill. I'm $1 made out of paper. I must be a scholar worth 100 pennies or 4 quarters. I'm pretty. Just look at my 4 borders.
I'm a $5 bill. Hi, I'm Abe Lincoln. You think I'm worthless? What's your brain thinking? I'm worth $5 or 500 cents. My head is big, yeah, so are my friends.
$10 bill here for all to see. If you love colored paper, you just love me.
Okay, enough, guys. Yeah, that's plenty. I'm worth more than y'all. I am a 20.
What about me? I think I'm rather nifty. I'm not 20, kids, I'm 50. We're $100 bills, you better let us in. Cause don't you know it's all about the Benjamins? Benjamin Franklin, he's on my face. I'm the biggest bill in this place. Ha, that's money, but it's not funny to me. You need to work hard cause it doesn't grow on trees.
I've got money, money, money.
I got money.
Got money, money, money.
Yeah, I got
It
money.
makes sense that I get paid. Dollars and cents just make me save. I've got money, money, money.
Yeah, I got money.
Got money, money, money.
I got
It
money.
makes sense that I get paid. Dollars and cents just make me save.
Let's go.
Got money, money, money. I've got money, money, money. It makes sense that I get paid. Dollars and cents just make me save.
Okay, so was I right? Was I right, or was that not the best? Great job. Awesome. All right. We're going to keep going, and we're going to just quickly go over our vocabulary with our bills. Yesterday, we learned all about the penny, the nickel, the dime and quarter. And today we're going to talk about the bills that are in American money. All right. Oh, don't forget our symbols. This is our cent symbol. We use this when you have less than $1. Today, set up on your pockets. If you have less than $1, you use a cent symbol. But if you have more than $1, even if you just have coins, if you have $1 or more, you use the dollar symbol. So yesterday you used both symbols in your work. Today we're going to talk about having more than $1, so we're going to use the dollar symbol. Okay, here is 2 bills. Here's the $1 bill. Here's both sides of it. It has the number 1 on it. The $5 bill, here's both sides of it. It has a 5 on it. Okay. Here is the $10 bill and the $20 bill. Here's both sides of it. You need to be familiar with what it looks like on both sides. Yes, Kaylee?
How come a $100 bill is like that a line between them?
A line between it. Sometimes the banks do stuff like that to verify that it's not fake money. But yeah, good question. And then here is the $50 bill and the $100 bill. These are what they look like on both sides. If you're taking time from the class, that's not good for your free time or a note home. So please sit on your chair and put your headphones down. Thank you. All right, so here are the bills. In 3rd grade, we might be adding up 20s or 10s. Most of the time, we won't be adding up hundreds or 50s. You might do that more later in your life. But especially in 3rd grade, you're going to work a lot with $1 bills and $5 bills. So you need to be very familiar with how to add these together. And today we get to practice that. Let's join me on Seesaw, please. You may click on activities, assign to class folder, blue, math. And our task is called find the value of coins and bills. Go ahead and open that up, please. And wait for us to work together. All students are opening up our math task and waiting for the teacher to work together. Our first task asks us to order the bills from greatest value to least value. So look at your screen. On the left side says greatest value. On the right side says least value. And in the middle, you've got all our bills. We're going to start with the greatest value and go down in order to the least. I'm looking for a third grader who can raise a quiet hand. What is the bill with the greatest value? Honesty. 100 is the bill with the greatest value. So let's select 100, get the white dots on it. And then I'm going to put it all the way over to the left where it says greatest value. If you accidentally change the size, just change it back. Doesn't matter. Continuing down, what is the next greatest value? Kaylee?
$50 bill.
$50 bill. Select it, get the white dots, and you can just make a line ordering them from greatest to least.
What can I do this?
Nick, what would be next? $20 would be the next greatest value. Select it with white dots. Going in order. So far we have 100, 50, 20,
10. Oh, it's like go.
Alicia. 10. You got it, girl. White dots. 10 is the next greatest.
How much is that?
All right, I want you to finish it. Finish it going down. When you've got it, show me a thumbs up.
90. That was really like, if you take out the 10, it's like the 100 is the 20.
It is kind of like that. Awesome. I see lots of friends who've got thumbs up. Next would be 5. And the least value for bills is the $1. Do not forget that $1 is the same thing. This is equal to 100 cents. So 100 pennies or 4 quarters. $1 is 100 cents. So when we get to 100 cents, that's when we change it and we write it like $1. That's why we write it like this. $1, decimal point, 0 cents. Whoops, sorry about that. We don't write it like 100 cents. When you get to 100 cents, you switch and you use the dollar symbol. So we don't write it like that. We write it like this. $1, decimal, 0 cents. Awesome job. Great job working with the teacher. Let's go to slide 2 and look at an example with the teaching video. I'm going to give students 2 minutes to watch this video by yourself. Then we're going to talk about it together. Okay, so headphones on. If you're on Zoom, you're going to watch this video on slide 2 by yourself. You may go. You have 2 minutes. On slide 4, here's our collection. We're going to add it together and then write the answer correctly using the dollar symbol. So I see a $1 bill. I'm going to start by labeling the value of coins and bills. So I'm going to do green. We're talking about money. I'm going to label my $1 bill like this, using my decimal point, because that's how we write $1. 1.00. Next, I have a quarter. A quarter is 25 cents. Label your quarter 25 cents. Great job sticking with the teacher, focusing that attention, labeling your dollar and quarter. Good, awesome. Great work. Good. Let's keep going. Next, I see a dime. This is 10 cents. And I see another dime that's also 10 cents. Label your dimes and check that you have all coins and bills labeled. Good. Awesome. Good job. Now we can go to step 2. Step 1 is all about labeling. We did that. Step 2 is to count the money from greatest to least. We just practiced this today. Awesome sauce. I see a dollar bill. So I'm going to line up my $1 and 0 cents. I have $1 bill. Next, I have a quarter. Well, first let me check off that I did $1. I'll check that off. Next, I have a quarter. So I can line up my 25 cents with my dollar. I'm going to show you how to do that. Here is my decimal point right here. Our cents are always to the right of the decimal. So 25 looks like this. It's to the right of the decimal. You could even write your decimal like that. 25 cents could be written like this. I've now counted up my 25 cents. Check it off. Okay, next we have 2 dimes. 2 dimes. How can we write cents when we're using a lining up strategy like this? Well, I need to start with my decimal. My decimal is always in the same spot. So I'm going to bring down my decimal like this, line it up. And I'm going to record 10 cents to the right of the decimal like this. 10 cents. Notice how I'm lining up my ones, tens, and hundreds. Doesn't this sort of look like an addition problem? Yes, it does. I've now added up 110. I need to add up my second 10 cents. Let's do it again. Bring down the decimal. Decimal is in a line. My tens and ones place are in a line. Just like that. Yes, Ashley, go ahead.
At the side, I wrote 25 plus 20 because 10 plus 10 is 20.
Absolutely. Ashley's saying she knows that 10 plus 10 is going to be 20. So 25 plus 20, you can even do some mental math if you want. Okay, now we're going to add them all together. So we can put a plus sign. You can add them together. So let me show you how to do this strategy like we saw in my example. The decimal point is going to stay in the same spot. You're going to bring it down in the same spot. Now, how many whole dollars do we have? Look to the left of the decimal. How many whole dollars do we have, Gloria? We have 1. We have 1 whole. So you can bring that down. Now we can look at our cents. We can look at our cents. Looking at our ones place, I have 0, 0 plus 5. So in my ones place, we can record 5. Awesome. Look at our tens place, 2, 1, and 1. And record 4. $1.45. Notice how when we have more than 100 cents, we record it like this and we use the decimal. What am I missing in my answer? If I have $1.45, what's wrong with what I have right now, Kaylee?
I guess the cent sign.
Do I use the cent sign, Kaylee, if I have more than $1? No. What do we use instead? The dollar symbol. So over to the left, we record the dollar symbol. Check it out. Match your answer to mine. Do you have your symbol, $1, decimal, and 45 cents? Check your work. Friends on Zoom are checking their work. Great job. This is only one strategy. Some students like to line them up and add it together. Is there anybody in here who feels like, yeah, I like this strategy, I might try to use it? Okay, we're going to watch another example, a different strategy that you might also like. Click on slide 3. Click on slide 3, and I'm going to give you 2 minutes to watch this video and see a different way to count. Ready? Go. Friends on Zoom, 2 minutes to watch slide 3. Go. Friends on Zoom, we're looking at slide number 5. Our first step says label the value of all the coins and bills. I want you to start doing that now. Label the value of the coins you see starting now. I notice $1, $1. What else do you see? Label your coins with the correct value, and then we'll check together. What do you see? All right, I spy some pennies. 1 cent, 1 cent, 1 cent, 1 cent. Pennies are easy peasy, easy to recognize. Nice. All right, who has labeled their pennies and can help identify what other coins we have in our collection? Who's ready to share out? Alicia? We've got dimes. Are they all dimes? Yes, they are. Okay, how much is a dime worth? What's the value, Landon?
10 cents.
10 cents. Thank you, sir. So I'm going to label 10, 10, 10, 10. How's that for a money robot, Angela? 10, 10, 10, 10. You always, good job. You always like my robot voice. Okay, we've done step 1. We have labeled the value. Now it's time for us to practice adding it all up together. In the video, instead of lining it up, we did some mental math. We kept track of the numbers and we crossed it off as we had more money. So let's start with our greatest value. Who can identify what's the greatest value in this collection, Nick? The dollar. How many dollars do we have?
2.
So I'm going to go ahead and record $2. That's what I have right now. And then I'm going to cross off that I've counted those dollars. So check, check. I've counted $2. That's what I've got. Okay, keep going down from greatest value to least value. What should I count next? If I've got dimes and pennies. Kaylee.
You should count the dimes.
The dimes, because we're going from greatest to least. Okay, I've got dimes. So I've got $2 right now. I'm going to go ahead and add one group of 10. So now I'm going to say I have $2 and 10 cents. And then I'm going to cross off this old $2. If I'm adding one dime, I'm going to cross it off. Right, I've got $2.10, and I'm going to check off one dime. Ashley, if I add another dime, how much money will I be at now?
$2.20.
So 10 plus 10 more is 20 cents. So now I have $2.20. I'm going to cross off my old information.
I just put $2.40 because that's how much it is.
Okay, but we're going one by one to work together. Thank you so much. Okay, I've added 2 dimes because I've got 20 cents. Who can help me with the next dime? If I add my 3rd dime, where will I be at, Kaylee?
You'll be at 2.30.
So I had 20, 10 more, 30. Notice my tens place is increasing. So instead of 2.20, now I have $2.30. Let's cross off that 3rd dime. Perfect. Still counting by tens because I'm adding dimes. 10, 20, 30. What would be next, Nick?
40.
40. So instead of 2.30, I have $2.40. Let's cross off that dime we added. All right, so far I've added my dollars. I've added my dimes. What's next to add? Looking at our collection. Notice how I'm keeping track. I'm crossing off what I've added. It's hard to remember all this. You have to take notes. Alicia, what can I do next? Add my pennies. So right now I have $2.40. Am I going to keep counting by tens?
No.
What will I do instead, Alicia? Count by 1. So I might even do this in my head. Right now I have $2.40. I might be able to count up in my head. If it helps you, you can write it down. So if I add 1 penny, I will have $2.41. Cross off your old information. Check off a penny. Keep going. $2.41. $2.42. Let's keep going. What's next?
$2.43.
$2.43. Cross it off.
$2.40.
$2.44. So our final amount, our final sum, we can record as $2. And remember, we say and when we get to the decimal, 44 cents. Am I done?
No. Yeah. Yes.
Is this how mathematicians record money?
No.
What am I missing?
sign.
The dollar sign. Thank goodness I have some people who are paying attention. Thank goodness. This is how you can record your answer during independent work today. Use your correct symbol. Use your decimal point in the correct spot. Friends on Zoom, we are going to end our math lesson now. You may continue on and finish your work. You may skip number 6. We're not going to do number 6 together.
Oh, yeah.
You may skip number 7. Friends on Zoom, your work begins on slide number 8. You may finish these slides showing me your knowledge of how to find the value of a collection of coins and bills. When you get done, boys and girls, on slide 13, there is a quizzes link. You may take this quizzes when you are done.